Hello and welcome.
It looks like we're in a windstorm, Erica. It's the wind coming off of the Skyliner.
Yes.
It's going so fast.
It's wild out here. But welcome to another episode of Magic Matters.
We're so glad to be here. My name is Deni.
I'm Erica.
And we are so glad to be joining you because you are virtually here with us at Disney's Hollywood Studios. We are right here outside of the Skyliner station. And I think we're going for a ride on the Skyliner, right?
Yeah.
Excellent.
And that's going to be the whole purpose of this episode, is to talk about Disney transportation and what we find magical about Disney transportation.
Yay.
And it only felt right to do this on the Skyliner.
So, in the time it takes for us to get from here, Hollywood Studios, over to Caribbean Beach Resort, which is the hub for the Skyliner, to the end destination of Disney's Riviera Resort, we're going to jam pack in this episode. So we got to start the timer here soon, but first things first, if you're not already following Magic Matters Pod on all things social and here on YouTube, please, by all means, do that. Follow us, like and subscribe, share all of the things. And I think we've got a shout out to give.
Yes, we're going to give a shout out to Light Strong Media. Big shout out, because this is going to be a little bit more editing than normal, because we're going to have a few clips to throw at her.
We're going to make her work
because this is not just sit down and press record. So, but it should be pretty simple. We're pretty professional. We got this. But shout out to her for making all of this happen. But let's hop on the Skyliner.
All right.
You ready?
Here we go. We are up and away.
We are in the air, and we're going to start talking about the Skyliner. Well,
yes.
Miss Ma'am has some announcements for us.
This is one of mine, Erica, actually.
Okay.
So
we are on our way to Disney's Caribbean Beach Resort.
Okay,
real quick, because she's going to talk about the headlands of the Everglades here soon. But one of my favorite things about the Skyliner is the narration. You get little tidbits as you go along on all the legs of the Skyliner, and it's so much fun. So that is one of the things that I find most magical, because there's a ditch, a drainage canal here, and now I know that's part of the headlands of the Florida Everglades. Who knew?
The views are beautiful on the Skyliner as well, and I think it's really fun that you can get a different looking bucket every time.
Yeah.
You can get a plain one, you get one wrapped, and here comes our girl with another announcement.
The headwaters of
And with the beautiful views comes with easy access to different resorts.
Yeah.
Okay.
Absolutely.
Because from where we're going to Caribbean Beach, and from there you have access to Art of Animation, Pop Century, Riviera. You even get your way to the Boardwalk, Yacht and Beach Club. So there's a lot of ways to get to resorts that you want to explore, or maybe you have food options you want. Our friend is back.
She's back. Disney World Resort is over 40 square miles.
See, these are
Fun
things we
facts.
need to know.
Yes.
San Francisco.
We need to know these things.
The island of Manhattan.
One of my favorite things is the fact that you can tell by our hair right now. Back in the day, so when this opened up, it was really people were weeping and gnashing their teeth over the fact that these gondolas were not going to have air conditioning, and we are here on a gorgeous Saturday morning. As you can tell, there's plenty of air happening in the gondola.
Those are the vents right there. You can actually close them too.
Yep.
So on a cold night, if it's too much, you can go ahead and actually
open
close
it and close it.
We will be arriving at
That's awesome.
Caribbean Beach
So
Resort.
it's great. But we're gonna get off here at Caribbean Beach and then get on another
And
line.
we hope
Yep.
you enjoyed.
So
Come with us.
yes, we'll touch on more transportation when we head that way.
Yeah.
But on this ride, we love the views of the Skyliner, we love the narration, and we love the easy access to all of the different resorts while using the Skyliner. And
Easy
that's
breezy,
why
beautiful.
Easy breezy, beautiful. Yes, this is why you should use the Skyliner. have made it onto our next little gondola.
Mm-hmm.
We are now going over Caribbean Beach Resort. But now we're going to talk about the monorail.
Yep.
We love the monorail.
Absolutely.
It's just so fun. There's a monorail that takes you to Epcot. There's a monorail that take you to the Magic Kingdom. There's a monorail line that'll take you to the resorts around the Magic Kingdom, which is fantastic. And Deni and I were talking about how amazing it is to see like the smaller kids so excited to be on the monorail.
Yes.
It's just
so excited
cute.
to be pulling up to the Magic Kingdom and to glimpse Cinderella Castle for the first time. Like, I just kind of stand there going,
yeah,
because they
it's
freak
so
out.
Cute. My favorite part is when we pass through the Contemporary and we pass over Chef Mickey's and they go, Mickey, Donald! And they get so excited because they can see them down there running around Chef Mickey's. And I think that's really cute. I think it can be an efficient mode of transportation, especially if you are looking for TTC to be like your hub because you want to go into the Polynesian or you're trying to go, check out the Contemporary or the Grand Flow. It's a great way to get through those surrounding resorts that everyone loves so much because they are very iconic.
It's classic Walt Disney World, that monorail. You see it, and I know Disneyland has one too. I know. But it's more of an attraction than it is transportation, I feel like. This is transportation, this monorail, and it's something that I have loved many, many years. We're getting close to Riviera. We've got to talk a little bit more about other things. So monorail, yes, we love it so much, always and forever. What about the watercraft?
I love the watercrafts. The friendship boats are so cute. They're so fun. And I think it adds a different perspective of what property looks like when you're sitting on a boat moving through the water. Yeah. It's really fun. We used to actually rent water crafts to go around in the water when I was younger because of how cool that experience is.
Fun.
I definitely think if there is water transportation anywhere near you on your Disney trip, that you need to do that because it's so worth it and it's just really cute and I just think what a great way to see Walt Disney World.
It's so peaceful and it completely can change the framework around how you see Walt Disney World. Like, oh my gosh, everything looks so different from the water and it's so much fun. We are here. We have made it in record time. We're going to have to finish this once we get to Riviera.
Yeah, we'll talk about buses and fun stuff like that. But we'll see you outside of the Skyliner. Speaking of water, we have water behind us now. Beautiful lake. There are no boats in this lake.
No boats.
But what I was thinking was one of my favorite watercraft rides is in Crescent Lake.
Oh, sure.
Yes, going from, I love leaving Epcot, hopping on one of those boats, and going through the boardwalk to Yacht and Beach Club, to Swan and Dolphin, and then ending up over at Hollywood Studios. I think it's a wonderful time. And again, a great way to see the resorts in a different way, especially if you go at night. Gorgeous.
It is.
So beautiful.
Everything's illuminated. It's a good time. I like being on the boardwalk there. Maybe I've gone to breakfast at Trattoria Al Forno or something like that, and then I'm sitting out there and the sound of the friendship boats.
Yes.
The little horn, the engines, just the coming and going, it just reminds you you're in Disney World and it's so fun.
Yes. No, I love it so much. I've taken many of naps on a friendship boat.
Have you really?
Yes, it's great.
That's a good idea because it's not like you're going to miss your stop. If you do, you're on a loop.
Yeah,
so.
Very peaceful. We love that. And then we have the tried and true buses.
Yeah. Bless them.
Bless them. They have seen better days. The operation has seen better days. But if you do not have a car and you don't want to spend money on getting a minivan, the buses are a great way to get to and from your resort if you do not have the Skyliner, a boat, or a monorail.
Yeah.
The only time where the buses give me a hard time is at the end of the evening.
Oh, see, I love a Disney bus at the end of the day.
I know, but sometimes you're waiting an hour for your bus.
Well, it
Depending
does.
what
Yeah,
resort you're at.
it does depend on your resort and its capacity at that moment. But I love a Disney bus. End of the day, and you're tired, and all you have to do is get on the bus, and then the bus goes goes where you
Yes.
need it to go.
I've also taken many of the naps on a Disney bus.
Yes, me too. In the evening,
Yes.
and the kids are young, and
Mhm.
they're kind of getting, you know, heavy in your lap because they're kind of getting sleepy,
Yeah.
and it's the best. Now I love a Disney bus. Still, there's something about, like, when Brian and I are at a resort, you know, for one night, we've gotten a great deal or something. It's so much fun just to be on the bus, take the
And
bus somewhere.
I mean, when we talk about seeing property in different ways, you can also get to see different parts that you might not normally see driving
Yeah.
using a Disney bus, which is a lot of fun too.
Yep.
For me, the buses are nostalgic just because as a kid, that really was the transportation other than the monorail or watercraft. Like
Yeah.
we used the buses. We're a DVC family, so we would park the car at the resort and never use it again until the day we left. And so we were just on the bus always. And you know, there's a lot of fond memories. I do love now that they started wrapping the buses in fun Disney
Yes.
characters, making them more interactive in a way, because kids love to see their
Yep.
favorite characters. Just like how in the Skyliner, you like to see your favorite characters riding along with you. So I do love that they started doing that with
Yeah,
the buses.
It adds some whimsy.
some
I have a
whimsy.
question for you.
Yeah.
If you are going to the Magic Kingdom and you've got the monorail and you got the ferry, because that's another piece of watercraft
Mm-hmm.
that a lot of, you know, day guests get to go, a lot of us get to go on. Which one are you choosing?
Well, it's very dependent on the time of year.
Okay.
If it is fall and I'm going to see Mickey Pumpkins, I'm getting on the ferry.
Are you?
Yes.
I love that.
Same
Okay.
thing during
Okay.
Christmas time. If
Okay.
it is summer, I'm going straight to that monorail.
Yeah.
But I
Yeah.
use the resort monorail.
Do you?
Yes,
Okay.
I'm not an express monorail girl, because I'm like, well, what if
Okay.
I do want to stop at one of the resorts?
You
real
like
quick?
your options open?
Yeah. So, yeah, I love the ferry when the weather's beautiful out. Like
Yeah.
today would be a great day to be on the ferry.
This is a ferry day.
But to me, when fall has arrived, aka August, and there's Mickey Pumpkins up, there is nothing better than riding the ferry
Sweaty
into
Mickey
the Magic
Pumpkins.
Kingdom. I don't know. It to me, like, fall equals ferry.
Okay, I like that. For me, I'm going to choose the monorail 9 times out of 10.
Okay.
It's no slight against the ferry, but I feel like it's more efficient on the monorail, and I love the monorail. Like,
Yeah.
even as a kid.
Mhm.
Although, as a kid, my dad had us take the ferry to the Magic Kingdom. And I remember that, like, it's one of those childhood snapshots
Yes.
that I remember. Like, Dad, and I've even talked to Dad about it. Like, you wanted us to go on the ferry.
Yeah.
And it was great.
I think it's
So,
great to do both. Take one way and then the other one back.
That's good.
Yeah,
I
that's
like
my
that.
advice.
I
That's
like
my
that.
advice.
Yay. So thank you so much. Anything else
I'm trying to
before
think.
we land the plane?
I'm trying to think of
Okay.
if I have anything else.
Think.
No, love the Skyliner. I was very skeptical about the Skyliner when it was first coming around, but I do love her now.
It's so good.
love
It's so
love
good.
water transportation, and I think I want to know, like, what do you guys like? Like, what is your go-to Disney transportation?
Mm-hmm.
Like my best friend Kelsey, she always stays at Pop Century because she needs the Skyliner.
Oh,
Like that is
okay.
her thing. She loves the Skyliner. She'll
love
stay
that.
at Pop Century every year for a week so that she can have the Skyliner, because the Skyliner is the make it or break it for her.
Okay, I
And
like
the
that.
price of Pop is always great for her family of 4.
Yeah.
And she loves that Skyliner. So I know her answer is Skyliner all the way,
'Kay.
top tier for her.
Okay.
So I want to know that for you guys. Like, what is your favorite mode of transportation at Walt Disney World?
And
We
are
need to
you
know.
are you anything like me and you have a monorail sticker on your car when you're so far away? Like in Maryland, I had my other vehicle is a monorail.
That's so
And
funny.
it had the little monorail, and that was on the glass of my
Yeah.
the back panel
That's
for
so funny. I love
years
that.
and years, because that's how much I love that
Yeah.
monorail. I love it.
Well, if they want to follow along with your adventures on monorails, where can they find you?
Oh, they can find me at Deni_Sunderly on all things social, all things. And so I would love for you to come and follow along. What about you?
You can find me at Healthy Dose of Erica on all things as well.
Yes.
That is my name on everything these days. Healthy
Good.
Dose of Erica. It's a fun time. We just chill, share a little bit about my life, and yeah, it's a good time.
I love that. And again, follow along at Magic Matter goodness here.
Yes.
We focus on the positive.
Yes.
It's a good thing. So thank you so much for watching today. We
Yeah.
so appreciate you. And shout out to our producer again, Lightstrong Media. We
Sorry
are
about the
so-
wind sounds.
Hey, it's all good.
It's fine.
It's all good. Thank you so much. We are so grateful that you tuned in today. And no matter if your day is gorgeous and sunny like ours, or a little bit windy and cloudy, it's always important to remember that
That magic matters.